And we have first pitch.
It's really interesting, a guy like that coming out with the curveball, first pitch, making sure you're not going to be too aggressive. We'll work that slider and that curveball as well.
See what he goes to this time as he misses high. He does love the curveball to lefties, and Kevin Cash can somehow stack a pretty lefty lineup.
Left and right and continue to put a competitive team on the field.
Swing and a miss.
Out there in the infield.
This one fouled back. With it, the ball would move too quickly. There were a lot of drops. 1-2. Lau fouls away again. Now 1-2. He gets Lau to chase that killer fastball.
Curve and a change that he uses rarely.
So in stands Wander Franco. First pitch swinging and a dropped base hit into center field. Little dying quail for the switch. Boots on tonight. He's batting .192 to start the young season.
And I was really curious to see this matchup today. So you have Dylan Cease, who's a guy who's known to have a power fastball. You have a Rosa healthy bit of breaking balls today.
And he gets a piece this time of Yasmani Grandal. Bottom edge of the zone for Dylan Cease. He targets that.
Best way to start a season, Mel. Come out the gates hot. When it's cold weather, you know, you're just...
Oh, 2. Choi holds. Choi loses. Rare bounce in the dirt. Franco takes off the throw up the line, and
a few pitches. There's nothing better than a fresh start. You feel like you got to stand in on a bullpen, see a few pitches, and now go do it for the real. Go do the real thing now.
That is the first pitch that Cease has thrown that has not been.
It could literally become a coin flip on which team can stay the healthiest throughout the season.
We've seen injuries in almost the current trendy injury. Choi swings, skies this one out. Grandal on the run. Everybody's trying to get back to a normal routine. 2-2 to Choi. He sends this one right to the glove of Leury Garcia.
During the game, Brett coincidentally came up to bat and hit a home run. Now, when he found out about the moment after found the home run ball, he's going to sign it and send it her way. Pretty special, huh?
You know, it's a special day, and it just, you're reminded in so many ways of how season for them, airplaning his way around the field in victory. It's the pitch to Diaz, misses outside. Could they do that? And they said, never. 1-2. And driving into shallow right field, charging in on the play, Vaughn underneath. And you got some more Jackie Blue in those cleats. Let's take a look at this, though. Some StatCast powered by Google.
Really gets it and what it's all about, and how, yes, baseball is very important, but it's so much bigger than that. He understands lives as possible and truly enjoy the ride.
Fouled off here, Josh Lowe. Step further. The game just changed for Chloe as this pitch inside. This is her second time battling cancer in her young life. Not down again. That's where they are right now. And the Rays came back to win that game. So that's all they need to know. Ground ball up to first base. Easy play for Jose Abreu. 6-5, but ended up winning in Game 7. You always want a Game 7. It's the most dramatic that you can possibly get as we celebrate. It's the 25th anniversary of the number being retired league-wide. As a strike delivered here to Manuel Margot. 15 years ago, Ken Griffey Jr. requested special permission. Became a league-wide tradition in the game. This is the first year again, though, all 42, regardless of the team's colors.
Years in the league, that was when players wearing 42 just started. There was a few players that would wear it, not the entire team, but the way, but still shows a sign of where we're trying to go.
1-2, Margot skies this one, brings in the infield. Garcia with the pop-up. And see that, especially for a community of kids who are still trying to figure out that, you know, they're pretty unlimited in this current world.
Yeah, I mean, I was there when the Braves won it all, and the emotion on everybody's face was truly incredible for so long. You're right. It's a hometown pride thing. Of course, that's what the trophy is about. But it's also, you know, a way of he failed when he attempted a steal of home in the 2020 World Series Game 5.
Kevin Kiermaier, a little too eager against Cease, and he's set down in 3. Would have been a little ironic that it would have been against the Dodgers, too.
It's inside.
For Rasmussen.
Hard.
When we spoke to not, that was something they had called for, and he said no, it was all Margot.
And I like that as a manager. I like to sometimes.
Mejia fouls this one off. As a team this year,
Cash took a lot of responsibility for that, though.
swing and a miss for Francisco Mejia. Using Lance Lynn and Lucas Giolito. He's back to the top of the lineup for the second time. And Brandon Lau.
Yeah.
We asked Rick Hahn earlier about whether or not, at what point do you start thinking necessarily the same team that would be going to October?
It was a good reminder, too, as Lau rips this one.
Last year, you go into the offseason, yeah, you lose Rodon, but you still feel like you're in a great spot, especially you're gaining Kopech, so you're adding it.
Across the nation. They don't even have to be an affiliated ball. You're still competing against them.
A little different on the other side.
It's old school versus new school as he gets Lau out in front.
We'll kind of see how it goes. We don't really want to have too many stressful innings, but 90-95 is our number.
All right, thank you so much.
Guys across the field like the Rays, who 4 innings for a start is pretty okay by them, as they rope into right field for Wander Franco. Andrew Vaughn with the pickup, but Franco has back-to-back.
He could have gotten to see some big league play. He could have gotten to see frustrating to not be down there playing with his team.
The odd man out as the ball put in play rolls foul by Randy Arozarena.
His career, but when you look at his track record, yes, he has all the hype around him, but when you look at his track record, he has been successful literally every step of the way. I mean, Appalachian League, that's rookie ball. I completely get it, but I mean, he had success, and in the 39 games in 2021, he continued to show that there's no level of the game that he feels out.
Cease trying to manage Franco. The pitch to Arozarena and a laser into the upper deck foul.
Fastballs to Arozarena are so dangerous. You see this pitch, 2 strikes.
2-2 on the ground, back to third. Berger connects at second to first. Not in time to call it. Choi, third time seeing Cease.
You're going to see Cease giving Arozarena a little bit of attention over here while he's out to be more successful on the bases, because he has above average speed. He has more speed than, let's say, a star.
2-1.
1-1 to Choi is up high. We're seeing some fastballs left up on both ends by Rasmussen and Cease right now, especially as they continue to work into the
Conversation was that the Rays are giving their guys sort of the green light in innings 1 through 5 to make their own decisions about stealing bases.
Like, you know, you get thrown out on those all the time.
It's outside.
2-2 and a fastball wide from Cease. Cease, the first time he's been behind a 3-ball count. He delivers the payoff to Choi. It misses low, and it results the first walk. 2 men on for the Rays.
Having a career .311 average while dealing with everything he was dealing with, I mean, you have to think about how fascinating that teammates, from the fans, from the media, from coaches, literally from every angle. A lot of people
Guy to have to perform. I mean, the way that Robinson was able to perform with the pressure of knowing he had to be good. If he wasn't good.
On second, 2 outs. 1-2, and a fly ball out towards right. Abreu, Vaughn giving chase. This one will kick foul. And runner. 1-2. He held up. Just 2 hits for the Rays. Diaz, another fly ball scooped out behind first on the run. Jose Abreu reels it in. And Dylan Cease has limited them to 2 hits so far. Oh, they're down underneath. Low, a ground out in the second, just his second time seeing Cease.
Now, Hannah, doesn't it seem like the Rays just player after player that gets called up from the minor leagues with huge potential? You can trade a guy away. It's so valuable for a big league club.
He was the Rays minor league player of the year last year. And that's why.
And that says a lot, too, when winning, you know, it would be nice, but it's not generally the primary focus in the minors here. As Low after the pitch, they'll complete it with the throw. Manuel Margot popped up to second. Cease misses wide. But that's the thing, though, the Rays perennially, and that's what you've other major league clubs. Their executives get vultured by other major league clubs. Everybody's always paying attention. As this ground ball up the middle, missed by Tim Anderson. He lays out to get it and falls short. It's a single for Manuel Margot.
But it just seemed like it was fun to say. 2-0 lead there for the Jays in the 5th. Out to the Lone Star State. Fine.
He's always involved in everything he's asked of. And oh, by the way, one of the better two-way guys that we might ever see is Kiermaier. Bounces this one back to Cease. Opts for the leadoff man at second. Plateau and degradation yet. And he kind of laughed at it. He said, no, we're nowhere near that with KK. And a third of the way out from third. And he just loves picking apart old footage. Runner goes, swingdown.com/42 to learn more. And there is so much more to learn. It's Dylan Cease, but again, Tony La Russa old school. He wants to see these starters going for 6-7 innings of work.
After him, he's going to be looking to drop the ball early in the count, not get himself behind.
3 straight just muscled in over the last 2 years.
Yeah, Melon, all the
They tend to do that down there.
combination of all of them, actually.
0 for 18 in the postseason for Lau. He'll pick up a walk
today, which keeps hitters off balance.
See what he can do against Wander Franco. He's taking his time. Franco sends this one out to center field. Luis Robert backs up, and the young star retires the other one. And Brooke, we've got a little more on Wander Franco.
Yeah, guys, in just 2 years in the bigs, I mean, he's just taken this league by storm. Bad Bunny was performing a concert down in Orlando. Now, Wander wanted to go. He bought tickets for him, his teammates, and staff members, rented a huge party bus, and took them down to the concert. But it's a guy at 21. How impressed are you to hear that?
I'm extremely impressed, but that's probably the rub-off effect of a guy like playing with Nelson Cruz and veterans.
Have done a really good job with their international pipeline, but also making sure that those kids have a sense of community when they get over here. This one fouled out to the right. You take a look at just what Wander Franco has meant to the Rays. 1-2 for Arozarena.